Hello, everybody. My name is Ethan, and I am back in whatever this is. But it's fucking cold outside, man. Like was 20 last night. I think it's 40 now. As a Florida boy, this is just insane weather. Let me just clarify. If there's any Floridians in the chat, you know what's going on. Massive snowstorm. But there was one really good thing that happened this week. I have officially passed my learner's permit driving test. That's right, 2 years of struggles, 2 years of pain has finally been over. That's right. I think I started this when I was 18 and now I'm 20 years old. Damn. That just goes to show you how much this test was a piece of shit to get over with. But it's over. I finished my permit test and now I'm learning how to drive. I feel so great about myself. So, how about we celebrate with a game review? And that game review is Sea of Thieves. Oh, this game was big back in the day. I remember I saw the trailers for it and I was hyped. As a kid that grew up in the Pirates of the Caribbean and a lot of pirate oriented stuff, I wanted this game so bad. I wanted it more than Fallout 76, but that'll be another later review. But yeah, I wanted this game so freaking bad. And when I got it, I sucked at it, but it was just fun. Pretty Sea of Thieves, really. And then I just lost interest in it, and I just went away, and then I came back, and then I just went away and I came back. It was a weird thing. I like to do that with a lot of games. But this game is pretty freaking good. I don't know if the development now is good though. You see, I don't know what type of weird stuff the Sea of Thieves community is, but for the past, I think a year ago, a lot of the Sea of Thieves creators were like getting blacklisted or banned because they said something bad about it, or the hackers about in the game, or something like that. But I have to applaud Rare one thing and one thing only. They addressed the bad news and they tried to bring the good ones and fix them. So that's one thing I have to applaud them. But aside from all that, the game is still fun. There's so much updates, so much things to do, and it's so growing. It's a very grow-based game. Like when you come back 1 year, you miss 1,000 things that happened in the year before that you were not playing. But man, this game was nice. It is truly the closest we get to a true pirate game. I have realized that in my days of being a kid or a man, there hasn't been a true pirate game. There has been a good three that comes close. One of them was a point and a click and adventure game, Pirate, where you manipulate and trick people. The other was Assassin's Creed Black Flag and then Sea of Thieves. But here's the thing, I'm not dogging on any of the studios for, not creating the true pirate game, because creating the true pirate game is hard. Truly hard. The ability to steal, the ability to fight, the ability to go into open adventures. But I think Sea of Thieves is the closest, because if you really do think about it, it has all of that. Because you can manipulate people in games, you can steal the treasure, you can have a whole free world with so much adventures and world events. The story is captivating. It had Jack Sparrow and freaking the Monkey King expansions in that. Now I want a Pirates Band of Mischiefs one. I haven't talked about that movie, but maybe one day I will, because that movie is freaking incredible. But Sea of Thieves has been a growing game, and I love it for that. But here's the thing: there's a lot of bad people in growing games, and not as much bad people in any multiplayer game. There's gonna be that one guy that just takes it a little too far, Just he has a whole book of racial slurs that he'll just throw at you. But yeah, a whole book of it. And you'll just ignore it, because let's be honest, he's probably a out of less than 400-pound neckbeard, little PP living in his, I'm not going to say mom's, because moms have standards, grandma's basement. There you go. Yeah. So I still want to talk about Sea of Thieves right here because, well, it's really good and it's grown. They had Jack Sparrow, which that's one of the only times I ever like came back, because when I heard that happen, I'm like, oh my gosh. I got some of my friends and when we just went right in there. Because if you play the game alone, it is truly oh, it's a okay experience, but it's a bad one because one person isn't gonna survive a four-person galleon. You really have to, like, lock the fuck in as a one person. Man, just chill. If you just want to chill, you gotta get some of your friends, but so yeah, that's Sea of Thieves. And that's my announcement. I passed my permit test and I'm just gonna keep on going. That's all I really need to say. There's gonna be more videos. I already have more popping into my head. But as for now, I'm the Mayhem and cut the camera.